Hi, I'm Esther Dry and I run Organising with Esther. I am a decluttering specialist and a personal development coach, and I have a Facebook page under that name. I also have a website, www.organisingwithesther.com. And I'm putting this at the beginning because usually I forget about it at the end, and I'll probably put it at the end as well. So as I'm sure you're aware, people that have been following me, which I really appreciate, I am still using this medium, this way of communicating. I'm still finding my feet with it. Anyway, the title of this video is how to take control of your wardrobe. And I had the opportunity to work with a young lady called Emily. She's 29 years old, and she reached out to me because she was feeling very overwhelmed and frustrated and a bit demotivated by her closet, by her wardrobe. I was on holiday out in Vegas visiting family, and she found me on Facebook and reached out to me because it was an opportunity not to be missed. So I met with Emily, and she was very clear about what she wanted to do. She knew that she wanted to reorganise her wardrobe, but she didn't really know where to start, how to break it down into small steps. So what we did was establish what was already there. I always look at what somebody's already got, and if they've got a system that works for them, then we could, just improve it and reorganise it and make sure that it's going to keep working for them. Because what had happened with Emily is that she did have a system, but she wasn't all that on it, and she was finding it quite hard to put things back where they came from because it wasn't as defined as she would like it to be. So she has a really, like, the biggest wardrobe I've ever worked in, like a big walk-in closet that you can, it's just huge. So it was a bit delightful to kind of be able to be in a space and not feel cramped when you're working with somebody. And what Emily was very aware of is that she had maternity clothes that some of them she still wanted to wear, some of them she wanted to keep. She knew there were clothes in her wardrobe that she could fit into, like, straight away, like after having a baby after 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks. And also there was clothes that she wanted to go back to in 6 months' time, and also she wanted to keep a hold of her maternity clothes. So there's a few different aspects of getting the wardrobe reorganised. So really we start with what I think was the easiest bit, because she had the least amount of maternity clothes. And Emily, she tried on all the clothes. She decided what she wanted to wear and what she didn't want to wear, and also some stuff was borrowed, so what to give back to other people. So the system was Emily tried on all the clothes she needed to try on, and then she would say to me, right, I want to keep this is going to so-and-so, or I'm going to be wearing this one. So I then just either folded the items or hung them up for Emily. So it's it just makes it actually more fun for Emily, because she gets to do the fun bit, which is trying on the clothes, and I do the organising bit, really. Then the next stage was to go through her wardrobe and look at what she'd already got, what she was going to be wearing, and if there was already a system in place. And Emily did have a system in place. It's just that it wasn't as defined as she would like it to be. So she did have, like, dresses and trousers and then jackets and jumpers, but it had all got quite jumbled up. So Emily was quite open and honest and was like, when it gets like that, I just keep shoving the stuff in places where I can find a place. So I had a lovely time, because I checked with Emily how she wanted her wardrobe to be organised, how she wanted it to be sectioned up, divided up. So there was dresses, but there's different lengths and different occasions. And then there's, because she lives in Las Vegas, she gets to wear a lot of, like, short suits and plays, like, really cute, like, little outfits, because it's always warm there. So that was like a section of like little summer dresses, and like the little play suits. And then we moved on to like tops for work, long sleeve, short sleeved. Then the next thing was jumpers, and then some jackets as well. And then we had a bit of a reorganization of her shoe. Sorry, I can't speak. Her shoe storage. I never knew that it was so difficult to say. Shoe storage. It was kind of, there was some stuff on the top because she had hanging rails and then like open shelving across the top. So she had loads of storage space, but she wasn't necessarily using it in the most efficient way for her to have her day. Because what Emily said is, ultimately I want to walk in my wardrobe and be able to grab a pair of boots or shoes and like just be able to grab all the stuff, because I can see it's all there in front of me, know where to put it back because I can see where the gaps are, I can see where it's come from. So we were very mindful of that when we were creating that for Emily, because she works in America and they don't have as much childcare time off as we are used, we have in Europe. So the wardrobe needed to really reflect her needs, her lifestyle. So that was what we worked on. We worked on, the fact that she does have winter boots, but how often does she wear them compared to other shoes? Because obviously it does get cooler in Las Vegas. If you live there all the time, it gets cooler for you. But it was perfect temperature for me when I was there. So I was just a bit like, when do you get to wear these winter boots? And Emily was kind of like, well, actually this time of year is when it's the chilliest. And I'm like, okay, it's quite warm for me. So that was quite fun to just notice that difference as well. So the next stage was all those clothes that Emily already had, was deciding which ones she would fit in within, like Emily decided, I want clothes out that are going to fit in the next 3 months, so have all of those out. And then clothes I'm going to come back to in 6 to 9 months, once I've lost a bit more weight. I want them kind of stored away so I don't have loads of, because you don't want to have lots of clothes to root through. If you haven't got a lot of time or a lot of energy, you just want it to be easy. You just want it to be there. So that was another thing we did. So Emily tried on all the clothes again, and then I created the piles of clothes, folded them up. So there was one for 3 months and one for 6 months. And the way I organised the piles is like underwear, vests, short sleeve tops, long sleeve tops, trousers, dresses, jumpers, and then they went in those vacuum packed seal bags, and then they actually got stored above the hanging space, the open shelving. So Emily was also very aware, and I've worked with some people in the past, and it's also a mistake I've made when I've been decluttering and organising, is I pack things away too well and then I forget about them. So if they're not in a place where I can see them easily, I would just forget about them, and then I'd be like, oh, there's that thing that I wanted, a few months ago, and I just couldn't remember where it was. So I think having any kind of clear storage, whether you want it in clear boxes with the lids, or even if you've got you haven't necessarily got a massive walk-in closet like Emily had, but you've got under the bed storage, or even you might have you might store some of it in your linen cupboard. But if it's in clear storage, it's much easier for you to always remember where it is and see where it is. And you can get so much affordable packaging stuff, especially from the pound shop, or there's me showing my age. We all know the budget places to buy storage stuff from, so just keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be expensive storage for it to work. So Emily really got to, it's quite tiring, it's quite full on. We didn't do it all in one day. I think we worked solidly together for 3 hours in total on each day. But after about an hour, we had a break and just left the room, had a cup of coffee, had a chat about what you want to do next, and just completely move away from the space that you're working in, especially when you're organising, because it just kind of gives you it just gives you a break and it gives you a refresher. So yeah, back to the wardrobe. So once we'd sorted out the stuff to be put away, so you've got maternity clothes that Emily still wanted to wear, maternity clothes to give back, and maternity clothes to store. They were stored in the clear storage vacuum bags. Then we organised all the clothes that she was going to wear for the next 3 to 4 months, and that also included jeans, underwear, any accessories, shoes, bags, scarves. So it was very easy and quick for Emily to be able to put an outfit together, no matter what the situation. So whether it's going out to meet people, whether it's going out to work, whether it's going out for or having a date night, it's all very quick and easy to find and very easy to put back where it came from. And the next lot of organising I did was the stuff that's like that Emily's going to wear in 6 to 9 months time. That was once again stored away in those the vacuum clear bags and stored on the open shelving above the hanging space. And because of Emily's change of circumstances, she lost a chest of drawers, which is what she used to store kind of her vests and her underwear and all those kinds of things. And what we did was I think we were in America, I think, and the name of the shop was just the Dollar Store, which is pretty self-explanatory. And we just went and got like shallow box storage for bras, pants, socks, tights, like they were all in separate ones. So you're not having to rummage. You don't want to have a system that's really tight to find stuff, because then it doesn't work, and you're not going to want to put the stuff back because it becomes a hassle. There's no point creating a system for you that's going to give you more hassle and more to focus on, when really you want to do is just be in, out, put things back. That's my whole focus when I help people declutter, is to make sure that it flows with what you need in your life, and where you can save a lot of time and energy by just being a bit more organised and being more intentional about what you own. So when I worked with Emily the second day, what we really focused on is actually sorting out a shoe storage, sorting out her accessory storage, and making sure that everything she wanted and needed was very easy for her to see, really, so she didn't forget about it. And she because of the phenomenal size of her closet, like I have never worked in a closet that big before. It's great because you can lay a lot of stuff out, and the hanging, like you've got the hanging space and then like the floor space underneath, we organised that much better. So Emily likes to keep fit. She has a gym stuff, a gym bag, all her gym clothes. Then on the floor we had like what I would call the accessories boxes and your underwear boxes. And then moving on from that, there was all the shoe storage. But what we did is we had, like winter boots and shoes, and then like what you would call workwear shoes, and then going out shoes, and then you always just have your everyday casual, slip-ons, sneakers. You can tell I've been hanging out in America with my American words. We always have that stuff that's just our go-to, always. It's always there, So that's one thing to remember as well, also, when you're organising your stuff, is how you want it to flow, how you want to be able to get to what you need. But Emily, what it did for Emily is, she said it to me. She said, I just feel so zen when I walk in my wardrobe. I can see where everything is. I can see the things that I'm going to, return to in 6 to 9 months' time. I've now got a system that works. It's very easy to see where things go. It's very easy to take things out and put things back. And she's got to return to work after well, she would have been full-time after 8 weeks of having her first little boy. So she said it was just such a relief to have that sorted, because, you know, even me, like, what I wear, it makes me feel happy, it makes me feel confident, it makes me feel comfortable, and it's good to be able to make that as easy for you as possible. So I think that's all I need to mention about the wardrobe reorganising. It is a service that I offer in home usually, but that's not going to be happening for a while. If it's something you're interested in working with me with, please send me either a message through my website. You can leave a comment here on YouTube, or you can also leave me a message on my Facebook page, and we can chat and work out a way how I can help you. Because obviously we could work like this, we could do video calls, you could show me a problem area and I can give you some suggestions. I am learning to be very flexible and responsive to the situation, so I'm very open to any input or ideas. Also, I am a decluttering specialist and I am a personal development coach, but I also love learning from other people as well. So I really appreciate your time today, and I'll be doing a YouTube video in 2 weeks' time about how I rearrange my home so my family and I are more comfortable whilst we spend more time at home together. So I look forward to sharing that with you. Thanks very much for your time. It's Esther Dry from Organising with Esther. Bye. Thank you.